Hey, hey, it is Lanissa and Kate with another episode of What's Hot and What's Not. And today we are talking about facts over feelings. And what do we mean by that? So, what is not hot today is managing your territory based on your feelings. So thinking about all the time, I hear clients say, "Oh, we're friends with them. We need to be going in there all the time," or "Oh, I have a great relationship with that office. We are doing great. We are killing it with them. You have a great call with them. It feels good. You're doing great. You have all the feels, right? All the
Oh, the
feels. They're so
feels.
good. They're so good."
I know.
But is that really translating to sales
And it
or,
really hurts when it's not.
or results, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hurts when it's not.
Yeah. And so trusting the feelings is not hot. What is hot is looking at the facts for better or for worse. So, Kate, I know you have some examples of this. I know you have some stories to share with us. So, tell me your thoughts on the facts
You
versus the feelings.
we really mean that, embracing the facts for better or for worse, because it can be hard to face the music if you have been having those feelings, like a high feels with all your offices. I'm just killing it. Like they love me, I love them, you know, it feels great. And like that's awesome. We're not taking away from that. We hope it's like that for you for every single call. But when it comes down to it, if you're in the field, you're there for a job, and that is to move the dial forward. And so you have to really know what that dial is. Like, what is the measurable metric that you are working on? Is it patients? Is it prescriptions? Is it referrals? Is it online clicks? Whatever it is, you need to know what it is. You need to know how many you need to get in your time frame, and you need to know where you're getting them from. And when you know those three things and you look at those facts on the daily, at least on the weekly, then you can have these great feels with your offices, and you can marry that up with the facts and performance. Because I've been there where I relied on my sparkling personality, because I'm a pretty friendly person and can be friends with this lamppost if it will let me. And I think it's going great. And then I was had to come to an awakening that actually I was friend zoned in all of these accounts, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, which we've talked about that before.
Mhm.
And so once I started embracing the facts, for better or for worse, because they were not easy to face at first, and discussing them in my own, business professional friendly way with your offices, then we really built a true business partnership. And I was able to uh, collaborate with them more rather than just show up and be friends with them, right? We had a true collaboration, and we both saw results from that collaboration, and the patients benefited as well. So really, to hit that win-win-win for patient, practice, and you, the professional, you've got to have some facts that you're relying on. You can't rely on, "Oh, but they said they love me so much. They said I'm their favorite rep." You have to, and that might be so. You may be their favorite rep, but for whatever reason, what you're repping is not their favorite. And so you want to find out how you can marry that up, and you've got to rely on the facts for that. How about you, Lanissa? Where do you stand on this?
Yeah, well, you brought up something and I had a question for you, Kate.
Ah,
How how do you, like, when you said that you brought the facts to some of those offices where you had all the feels, but the facts weren't lining up with the feels, how did you do that? Like, tell us
well,
practically how to do that.
yeah. So, first things first, you need to get a good knowledge of your facts. For me, that's making a business review. So, that's a printout of the numbers for a span of time, and you can see a trend, right? Whether that trend is going the way you want it to or not, or kind of doing this, whatever it may be, at least you can see what it's doing, and you can lay that over your history with that account, right? So you can lay over the time period. Oh, remember last month we had like 3 lunch meetings, but they actually declined in the number of patients they sent us, right? You can lay those over, and it can make you start to have some questions for your office. in no way, shape, or form do you go in there and show them the business review and be like, what the heck? What is this? Was 3 patients? I mean, don't do that by any means. But you can ask questions. And I remember having a conversation with a doctor. This was the first turning point for me to have this crucial conversation. And I just told her, I said, look, Dr. G, I've been calling on you for 2 years, right? And she's like, yeah, yeah. And I said, I feel like we have a really good working relationship, right? And she's like,
Mhm.
yeah, of course. We love you. You always take good care of us. Yeah, my staff loves you. And I said, and I love calling on you guys. I love the practice you have. And we've had so many great conversations about your patients, your practice goals, where you're wanting to, how the services you offer, what sets you apart from other doctors. And it sounds like when we're talking, you think that the office that I represent best matches with your practice. Am I right? Oh yeah, yeah, no, I love, practice X that you represent. Yeah, absolutely. And then I'd say, okay, well, I guess what I'm wondering is, I'm looking here. Last month, we only, got 3 patients from you. Was 3 patients, were those the only candidates you have? Has something changed in your cataract population? And she'll say, "Oh, no, no, we're still seeing a bunch." Okay, so where did those other patients go? What's the breakdown? And it's just questions,
Mhm.
right? You're just questioning down. You're not accusing. You're not saying, "What the heck's happening? How dare you not send me patients?" You're presenting them with a fact. It's not about the feeling because the feeling is there. We feel good. We're simpatico. The fact is there's a gap somewhere. It can be the referral process. It can be maybe their patient population isn't quite what y'all thought it was. It
Mhm.
could be that there's a barrier where she may make a recommendation, but then the patient gets sticker shocked. Whatever it is, you're coming in as a consultant to work it out together. You're marrying your feelings of friendship to your business partnership. And I tell you what, that account specifically, once we did that and I started bringing that business review on every call and we would celebrate good trends and we
Mhm.
would find out what happened with bad trends and go forward from there and then celebrate success later, we had the best relationship. And I would say our relationship was 20 times better once we added in that business piece. So you asked me how I do it. It's a business review
Mm.
every call,
Nice. Mhm.
business review, and you're layering what you've talked about, your history with that account, with what you're seeing in the numbers. And you're finding out, you're either saying, hey, yeah, obviously your patients are loving us because you've sent us 25 and it's great. Or let's find out what's happening. Let's find out what's going on. Do we need to get you more resources, more coupons? Do we need to have a staff training? That's when you become the true consultant. And that's what sets you apart from other reps that call on them that are all up in their feels. Oh, they love me. I bring them all the free pizza or whatever. And that's when you will turn the jets on and your facts will line up with your feelings. And you'll be feeling
Oh,
even better. Honestly, you'll be feeling better after that.
nice, nice. So what's not hot is trusting your feelings over the facts. What is hot is relying on the facts for better or worse. So use your data. And if you don't have data, then get some data. Start there. Start with getting some data. So facts over feelings, trust the facts. Until next time, we will see you later. Thanks for joining us.